Direct News TV. March 1, 2024. Hundreds bid final farewell to Russia's Alexey Navalny, risking arrest. Huge crowds have gathered to bid a final farewell to Alexey Navalny, many chanting his name and saying they will not forgive Russian authorities for his death as the opposition leader is laid to rest. Hundreds of mourners turned up near a church in southern Moscow on Friday, waiting hours to pay their respects to Navalny under the watch of large numbers of police, after the Kremlin warned against unauthorized protests. Loud chants of Navalny, Navalny rang out as the dissident's coffin was carried out of a black hearse on arrival at the church in the Mariino district. The passage opened despite the heavy police presence and anti-riot police trucks. Navalny's allies said thousands of people were in attendance. After a short service, pallbearers carried his coffin out for burial at the capital's Borisovskoye cemetery. In video streamed from the Borisovskoye cemetery, Navalny's mother Ludmila and father Anatoly stooped over his open coffin to kiss him for the last time as a small group of musicians played. Crossing themselves, mourners stepped forward to caress his face before a priest gently placed a white shroud over him and the coffin was closed. Navalny, President Vladimir Putin's fiercest critic inside Russia, died at the age of 47 in an Arctic penal colony on February 16, sparking accusations from his supporters that he had been murdered. The Kremlin has denied any state involvement in his death. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov earlier warned that unauthorized gatherings will be in violation of the law and those who participate in them will be held responsible, according to Russia's TASS news agency. Rights organization OVD-Info claims that some 400 mourners have been detained at memorials for Navalny since his death. The French and German ambassadors were in the crowd on Friday, as were some of Russia's last free independent politicians. Among the large crowd of mourners, some chanted, "Russia will be free, no to war, Russia without Putin, we won't forgive," and "Putin is a murderer." Police were present in large numbers but did not intervene. "People like him shouldn't be dying, honest and principled, willing to sacrifice themselves," said one mourner, Anna Stepanova, outside the church. "What are they afraid of? Why so many cars?" she said. "The people who came here, they are not scared." Alexey wasn't either. Mysterious death. Navalny was known for his outspoken and uncompromising criticism of Putin. His funeral came after a battle with authorities over the release of his body following his as-yet unexplained death in detention. His body was held in a morgue for 8 days before being returned to the family. Navalny's widow, Yulia Navalnaya, is outside of Russia and did not attend the funeral, neither did Navalny's 2 children. Yulia previously accused Putin of murdering her husband and then delaying the release of his body in a bid to prevent him from having a dignified public burial. Kremlin spokesman Peskov has criticized the accusations made by her and some Western leaders as vulgar. Western governments have been quick to hold the Kremlin responsible, but have stopped short of making direct accusations of involvement. Several churches in Moscow had refused to hold the service before Navalny's team got permission from the Church of the Icon of Our Lady Quench My Sorrows, close to where Navalny lived before his 2020 poisoning treatment in Germany and subsequent arrest on his return to Russia in 2021. Addressing the European Parliament this week, Yulia told lawmakers her husband had been tortured for 3 years. He was starved in a tiny stone cell, cut off from the outside world and denied visits, phone calls, and then even letters, she said. Navalnaya has pledged to continue his life's work and urged to fight more desperately, more fiercely than before. My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.